Is this really life in the Maldives? An Islamic island turned into paradise. Welcome to Inspiring World. Today we're whisking you away to the Maldives, a place where paradise meets mystery. Imagine crystal clear waters, powdery white sand beaches, and luxurious overwater bungalows that seem straight out of a dream. But hold on, there's more to the Maldives than meets the eye. This is a proudly Islamic nation, where ancient traditions and strict cultural values shape a way of life most tourists never see. Is this tropical haven truly the ultimate paradise? Or is there a hidden reality behind its postcard perfect image? From its deeply rooted Muslim culture to its breathtaking beauty, let's dive into the real Maldives. The Maldives isn't just one island, it's an incredible collection of 1,192 coral islands scattered across the Indian Ocean, forming 26 atolls. It's the flattest country on Earth, with an average ground level of just 1.5 meters, 4.9 feet, above sea level. That means no mountains, no rivers, just endless turquoise waters stretching as far as the eye can see. But that also makes the Maldives one of the most vulnerable nations to climate change. Rising sea levels threaten its very existence. Some scientists predict that by the end of this century, large parts of the Maldives could be underwater. Yet, despite these challenges, life here continues to flourish in ways that will surprise you. For most people, the Maldives is a dream vacation spot. But for the nearly 520,000 Maldivians who call this country home, life is very different from what tourists experience. First, forget cars and highways. Here, people travel by boat or seaplane. With islands spread far apart, transportation is completely dependent on the ocean. Locals use donas, traditional wooden boats, to move between islands, and even the capital, Malé, is just a tiny island, jam-packed with high-rise buildings. Speaking of Malé, it's one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Over 250,000 people live on an island that's only about 8 square kilometers, 3 square miles. With no room to expand, buildings grow vertically, making Malé look more like a futuristic island metropolis than a tropical paradise. The Maldives is a tropical paradise that captivates the world with its stunning resorts, but its soul lies in a deeply rooted Islamic culture that often surprises visitors. As a 100% Sunni Muslim nation, Islam isn't just a religion here. It's the heartbeat of daily life, shaping everything from laws to social customs. The official language, Diwahi, carries the lyrical cadence of South Asian, African, and Arab influences. But it's the call to prayer, echoing across the islands 5 times a day, that truly sets the rhythm of Maldivian life. For tourists, sipping cocktails in overwater villas, the Maldives feels like a carefree escape, but locals live by strict Islamic principles that many visitors don't expect. Public displays of affection, alcohol, and revealing clothing are forbidden outside resort islands, and non-Muslims cannot become citizens. Sharia law influences the legal system, with strict penalties for actions like consuming pork or practicing other religions. Tourists often face a culture shock when stepping onto local islands, where modest dress and respect for prayer times are non-negotiable. This contrast creates a fascinating divide. While resorts cater to Western fantasies, local communities uphold traditions that have defined the Maldives for centuries. Fishing remains the lifeblood of this nation, a tradition predating the tourism boom. Maldivians have mastered sustainable pole and line tuna fishing, a practice that protects marine life. and stands in stark contrast to industrial methods elsewhere. Yet, life on local islands isn't always paradise. While resorts boast infinity pools and luxury spas, many local communities grapple with scarce freshwater, waste management struggles, and economic disparity. The average Maldivian earns less than $500 a month, a jarring reality next to the thousands spent per night at resorts. This gap between the glittering tourist havens and the resilient, faith-driven local life is the Maldives' most striking contrast, one that most visitors never see. If there's one thing that truly sets the Maldives apart, it's the marine life. This country is home to some of the most spectacular coral reefs on the planet, making it a paradise for divers and snorkelers. The Maldives sits in the heart of the Indian Ocean Coral Triangle, where over 1,000 species of fish, manta rays, sea turtles, and even whale sharks call these waters home. It's one of the few places on Earth where you can swim alongside giant manta rays and spot bioluminescent plankton glowing like stars in the ocean at night. But just like the islands, these coral reefs face serious threats. Rising ocean temperatures have caused coral bleaching, and overfishing has put pressure on marine ecosystems. The Maldivian government and conservation groups are fighting back, creating marine protected areas and coral restoration projects to save this fragile paradise. Did you know that tourism accounts for over 60% of the Maldives' GDP? Without it, the economy would struggle to survive. Every year, over 1.5 million tourists visit these islands, making tourism the biggest industry by far. But here's a shocking fact. Tourists and locals live completely separate lives. Visitors stay on their own private islands, completely disconnected from Maldivian communities. For decades, tourists weren't even allowed to visit local islands. But in recent years, guest house tourism has opened up a new way for travelers to experience the real Maldives. Still, the contrast remains. While resorts charge thousands of dollars per night, local salaries in the Maldives are often less than $500 a month. It's a world of extreme luxury alongside everyday struggle. But what truly makes life in the Maldives extraordinary is its deep-rooted connection to the ocean. The Maldivian way of life is shaped by the sea. Whether it's the traditional fishing villages, where locals head out at dawn to catch tuna using age-old pole and line techniques, or the island communities that celebrate the ocean with annual boat races and festivals. Fishing isn't just an economic activity here, it's a heritage. Maldivian fishermen are known for their sustainable practices, ensuring that the marine ecosystem remains healthy for future generations. Unlike industrial fishing, the Maldives has strict regulations to protect its pristine waters, and it remains one of the few places in the world where pole and line fishing is still widely practiced. Tourism may be the economic backbone of the Maldives, but its heart beats in the traditions of its people. From the rhythmic beat of the Bodu drums, a centuries-old musical tradition, to the intricate craftsmanship of Doni boat building, Maldivian culture is alive with artistry and passion. And let's talk about the food. Maldivian cuisine is a flavorful fusion of South Asian, Middle Eastern, and African influences with a strong emphasis on seafood. Dishes like mas huni, a breakfast staple made of shredded tuna, coconut, onion, and chili, are a must-try, while hedika, a variety of savory snacks, make for the perfect afternoon treat. Despite its paradise-like setting, the Maldives faces significant challenges. As one of the lowest-lying countries in the world, it is at the front line of climate change. Rising sea levels threaten the very existence of these islands, making environmental conservation a top priority. Many resorts and local initiatives are now focused on sustainability, from coral restoration projects to zero-waste programs, ensuring that the Maldives remains a dream destination for generations to come. And yet, even in the face of these challenges, the Maldivian people continue to thrive. Their resilience, warmth, and deep connection to their land and sea make life in the Maldives unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's a place where modern luxury meets ancient tradition, where nature and culture intertwine in perfect harmony. So whether you dream of walking barefoot on the softest white sands, diving into an underwater world of wonder, or simply experiencing the rich traditions of island life, the Maldives is waiting to inspire you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Maldives. If you enjoyed this exploration, check our video about what life is like in Iran. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Inspiring World to discover the reality of more amazing destinations.